Welcome back to Life, Death, and Everything in Between and Beat the Undertakers. So we've been on a little hiatus as Wes has been prancing across Europe. And so now we will look back at Week 7 standings.
Well, first, can we talk about what Wes was doing? He was trying to find the best coffee bean.
We were, yeah.
It was a
that
work
was.
trip.
Absolutely. This was
Did
a
not
work
know
trip.
that. Okay.
I'm always working, Brian.
Did you find anything?
I tell you what, we found a lot of good coffee, and a lot of good places to go. The food was incredible. The drinks were incredible.
Did you smuggle any beans back?
We didn't do any smuggling, but we went to a lot of nice places, a lot of good stuff. Some places were even roasting it right inside the coffee shop, which was interesting. And it wasn't like a huge apparatus either. So we learned a little bit about the coffee business and even brought some for people to try today.
Nice.
So
It's very good.
yeah.
Nice.
And did you have some romance while you were there too? And the nice romantic.
Isn't that like the most romantic city in the world,
Yes.
Venice?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
That Paris.
Listen, I kind of got caught up in how they built it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you got caught up in all the romance and got kind
No,
of teary-eyed.
no, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
That wasn't it.
What is it they call those boats going down the canal? Did you
Gondolas.
Did you take
Those are
those?
cool.
We did.
You
yeah,
did?
we did. Yeah, we had a 30-ish minute gondola ride through the canals and whatever.
Nice.
So, and if you wanted to get somewhere, you had to take the water taxi, which was
Nice.
interesting.
Here's
So,
a little Lonnie Love talk over there with Mama, huh?
yeah. Hey, girl.
Well, we got a really good coffee here at Maxwell House, and we've been getting a lot of positive feedback on that.
Actually, we had a
so-
couple people say it's the worst coffee they ever had, but I sure love Maxwell House. My favorite coffee.
Yeah.
What is it?
It was-
Maxwell House
It was
Incident?
getting
The
bad.
original. This is the original
The
Maxwell
OG.
House. Can't beat it, I don't think. But we've had a lot of complaints here lately, so I think we're going to have to switch our coffee up.
Okay, like I said, we've been gone for a while for a little break. So the last time we did, it was Wes coming out ahead. Even though he was 4-5, he did get 8 points. I was 4-5 with 4 points, along with Bob, as we both missed our lock pick. And poor Travis, 3-6, 3 points.
Has it been that long since we've done this? That
Yes.
Casper was our last guest?
Yes, and it
So
was
that-
beautiful out.
Yep. So he's got to pay the Morden Foundation, which I'm sure he already has, but that was his choosing, was to the Morgan Foundation. So you hope you got that check written there, Trav.
So then we'll move to the overall standings, which I thought we would, but we won't. And
I warned you we're going to have this problem today.
not us.
There it is.
The overall standings, speaking of that, Wes, where is the crown and the gold chain?
Ooh, I don't know.
Where is
You got
it?
it with you?
It's in the
Where you
drawer.
at? I feel
in
like
the
you've
drawer.
got some props over there, but
Wes is ahead, 34-26 record with 46 points. Brian is in second with 35-25 record, 43 points. And then there's Slim Senate coming into last place. I can't tell you, it's 34-26 with 38 points.
I tell you what, I thought going into this there would be more of a spread.
Yes,
I really thought there would.
it's tight. That's what we want, though.
It is.
The
Yeah.
wins and losses are close, just those points. It's
Yeah.
just those lock picks are what gets you. Are we up in the points this week?
Has Slim been last all this time from the beginning?
No. For week
Yes.
one, well, remember week one I did awesome, and I started talking a bunch of smack.
But you lost all your lock picks. You've only got your lock pick
Yeah.
one time.
But
One time. One time.
We're going to fix that this week.
Okay.
So we got to introduce our guest.
Yes. So the guest today is Kevin Baker. He's an Albany graduate and was drafted into the NFL, and he's also my big brother.
It would be
And-
not only your big brother, it'd be the better looking brother,
There
the
you go.
smarter
There you
brother, the more athletic brother. I mean, everything.
And the second best football player in the family, brother.
Is he, am I wrong, but is he the only Albia athlete that's ever made the league? Would that be right?
As
I
far
sure
as
don't know
I
any-
know,
I
I
don't know
don't go
anybody
back
else
in the
that's made the
record, though.
NFL.
What was that? What was that other guy's?
Did
from Albany?
Red Fry, did he ever play in the NFL?
Didn't he play in the NFL?
Did he?
He may have.
I'm not
I guess
sure.
I'm not sure on
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I
not
didn't-
sure either.
I didn't think
In the
so.
30s?
I don't know.
20s or 30s, somewhere
Right,
in
I
there.
mean,
Well, anybody
Iron
knows,
Man,
get
right?
back to us on that.
Yeah.
So,
Good. All right. I still think it's just Brian or Kevin. I always call you Brian too.
I know.
I don't know why that is, but it's just something I struggle with.
Yeah.
I think it's just because Brian always wanted to be like you his
Oh,
whole
no.
life, you know.
Boy.
Always do.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of, we're always playing with photos of everybody, and we found an old photo of Wesley over here.
Look at those blue eyes.
Look at the red hair.
It's not red.
That's red hair.
No, it's
Got
not.
those bangs
You got
hanging
that
down.
Irish in you.
I might have a little.
Is this your freshman year at Iowa?
Yeah, that's freshman year, so that's, 18 years old or whatever.
That red hair really brings those blue eyes out, though.
Missed a few haircuts, apparently.
Yeah. That was a style back
You were
then.
focused.
You think?
Yeah. You were focused. You didn't have to.
If we would have redone these pictures a few years later, you would find one of me looking like Bob with a shaved head.
Really?
Yes, because a little quick story. I went home or whatever, and my mother-in-law runs a salon, and for some reason I thought that I should get some highlights. You know, highlights were in back then.
She screwed it all up.
So I got highlights. No, she didn't screw anything up. I came back, and then after, I don't know if it was spring break or just a break or whatever, but I came back, and Coach Doyle looked at me and said, offensive linemen at Iowa don't highlight their hair. Get rid of that.
That's awesome.
Next day, she gone.
When I played, it
So-
was mullets.
It was mullets? Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
When I
Hope
played,
you-
it was flat tops.
When I played, it was bowl cuts, and I didn't play, so or not to your guys' level.
Good point. All right.
I hope you got better at tying your tie, because that is a horrible looking tie.
Well, those were all like pre-set up, right? Like
It looks like they
they had
were.
them all hung on a thing, and it
Whoa,
was like,
I've-
hey, get your quick picture.
Little clip.
I've seen
Yeah.
some of those ties you've been sporting in
Well,
here,
it's kind of
pal.
funny. It's kind of funny how you always got to bring your ties for me to tie for you. So I'd be
That's
careful.
right. That's right. You do such a wonderful
Yikes.
job.
Should we get to it?
Well, we need to talk about Kevin's background a
No,
little
heck
bit.
yeah. You gonna talk about it, or you gonna have him tell us?
I'll
about
talk
it?
talk
about
about
it. I'm not going to have him
Hey,
talk about
why
it.
would I talk about it? I was in grade school, and he didn't like me.
No, man.
Oh, here we go. No family fights today.
No family, no fights. Yeah, it's back. I graduated in '73, and after I got out of high school, I mean, when I was in high school, I hated school. I hated it. So when I graduated, I figured I was going to go to Des Moines, work through the union as a cement finisher, and I did that for a year. And after a year, I said, no way, I'm going back to school. So then I ended up going to school at Indian Hills, and Indian Hills was probably the best time in my life I ever had. Great teammates. I mean, we had people from Chicago, we had Indiana, Florida. I mean, we had them all over, and it was a great team. I mean, we had two coaches. Larry Van Ort was the offensive coordinator. Jim Spry was the defensive coordinator. And on that team, we played 10 games. We ended up number 2 in the nation. We played a team that was Northeast Oklahoma. They were ranked number 1 at the time. And they came to Centerville and played us. We ended up beating them like 35-12. So we jumped up to the number 1 ranking in the country, and we held on to that for pretty much the whole season. But we played 10 games, and out of 10 games, we only gave up 35 points.
Oh wow.
We had the best defense in the nation. And after that season, we went and played in a bowl game. It was the only bowl game junior college that year, and that was down in Roswell, New Mexico.
The Wool
It's called
Bowl.
the Wool Bowl. And we played a team that was Mesa, Arizona. And Mesa, Arizona College, they had like 22,000 students at this college. And they played Indian Hills, us, with 500. But, I mean, we had some great players. And I always asked the coaches, how'd you get all these good players to come in here? He goes, we just sat down here at Centerville, sat behind our desk, and start calling Iowa, called Missouri, Kansas State, Oklahoma State. Say, hey, you got kids that are great athletes but just don't have the grades. And if you want them to get their grades up, you just send them down here. And that's what they did. They sent them down there. And
So
off
when you went, because you said you worked for a year,
Yeah.
and then you went to school, did you just walk in there and say, hey, I want to play football, or how did
Yeah,
that?
I just told my dad, I said, hey, I want to go to college, and I'm going to go to school down in Indian Hills. And so I went down there and talked to the coaches, and I graduated in 73, and the coaches, they kind of recruit around the surrounding areas. And he goes, yeah, I know who you are. He said, yeah, come on out. So I went out, and we played the 4-3 and the 3-4 defense. So on a 3-4 defense, and I played linebacker, and then when they went to the 4-3, then I was playing down lineman. But yeah, it was the best time I ever had. And off that team, there was 7 of us that went in the NFL off that
wow.
Indian Hills Junior College team.
That's crazy.
You say you played in the Wool Bowl and you got back and they told you, like, we're dropping football.
Yeah,
One
they
of the best
said-
teams in the country, and they just up and dropped it.
How long had they had it prior to that?
I think they had it. I think it was like 7 years.
Okay, gotcha. Because
And
I've
they-
never known Indian Hills to have a football team.
Oh yeah. There's some players like Rick Upchurch. He played at Indian Hills.
One of the
Tony
great-
Galbraith, and actually Rick Upchurch went to Minnesota, and then he got drafted by the Denver Broncos,
One of the greatest
crazy.
all-time return guys.
return guys. But
And then you got William Penn after that? Is
at
that-
Indian Hills, I mean, like I said, we ended up 10-0, and we played in the Wool Bowl, which we ended up losing 14-13, and that was the only game. And that we ended up number 2 in the nation. So then after that, like Brian said, they were in debt, $33,000, so they wanted to drop the football program.
A lot of money back then.
Sure.
One
So-
of his teammates was Larry Fitzgerald's dad.
Yeah, Larry
Oh, really?
Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Played with his dad.
We went to a
lineman.
reunion the other few years back, and Larry Fitzgerald's dad was there, and he had his son's Super Bowl rings, and we had my other brother Jeff got his picture taken with him.
Yeah, we had a banquet, and I took both brothers, Jeff and Brian, with me over there. And
I watched
yeah,
those videos. That was neat to watch you guys all talking around
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah. So after they dropped the football program, then I started getting colleges calling me. I got recruited by Duke University. They flew me out there. I went to Cal Poly Pomona down in LA. They flew me out there, took me on a trip around town, got to go see Bob Hope's house. And then I got recruited by Kansas State, and Missouri, and Iowa State, and Drake. And I went to Drake. So-
Why did I think you went to William Penn?
I did. I went to Drake, and I was there the first year. I was playing linebacker, and it was, I believe, the second game of the season. Somebody came around and hit me in the knee and tore the ligaments. So I had to have surgery. So then, with all the rehab and everything, and I ended up playing the following year. And that year we played, when I was at Drake, we played Iowa State, and then we played University of Colorado
Well, Drake was Division I school
at
then.
that time. Yeah. And Jack Wallace was the coach. And after the second year season, I just didn't like the big school life. I mean, I just still thought about Indian Hills, how much fun we had down there. So I ended up going over to William Penn, and it was the junior year that we were over there, we were playing. And I mean, it's always being in the right place at the right time. And we were playing a team, I believe it was Buena Vista, and they were ranked 10th in the nation. And I was playing linebacker, and 2 of our defensive linemen got hurt, and the coach, and this is in the first quarter. And the coach asked me, he goes, hey, you want to play defensive line? And I said, sure, I'll play defensive line. He goes, you're going to play head up on the center. And so with Buena Vista being ranked 10th in the nation, then there was 5 NFL scouts there. So I'm on the line of scrimmage. That game, I ended up with 19 tackles.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I got noticed.
Noticed, sure.
And then they kept, coming to the school and visiting me and having me run 40-yard dash and that for time. And
I have an idea. We have a nose tackle and an offensive lineman here. I think it's time for a little one-on-one.
That sounds like an awesome thing.
so after the second last year at William Penn, then I ended up getting drafted by the Buffalo Bills, which Buffalo Bills never did come and talk to me.
So did you have an idea
The team that came and talked to me the most was the Dallas Cowboys. And I figured, okay, that's probably where I'll go. So when it came draft time, I was at home. Dad took off work. My dad never took off work. But, yeah, he took off work, and it was the second day. And then they called me up, said, hey, this is Buffalo Bills. We just wanted to give you a call and let you know we just drafted you. And that was in the 9th round. I went outside, started yelling at
It
Dad.
brings tears to my eyes just thinking about it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Went
Can't imagine
outside,
that
started
feeling.
yelling at my dad. Hey, I got it. He goes, where are you going? I said, Buffalo Bills. Happiest time he ever, for my dad.
Well, had to be for you too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How old were you, Brian, when this was all going down? Were you old
He
enough
was
to
in grade
understand?
school.
So you knew
I
what
was
was up.
probably about fifth grade then.
So you understood what was
Oh, yeah.
happening. Yeah.
No, it was fun out there. I mean, when I went to Buffalo, then it was 2 weeks before I got there, then O.J. Simpson got traded. He got traded to the 49ers.
Did you ever get a ride around in his white Cargo?
No, never did. But still, I mean, the guys that used to block for him, like Joe DeLamielleure, Reggie McKenzie, all those guys out there. Joe Ferguson was the quarterback. And then, I don't know if you ever heard of Phil Filippiano. He used to play with the Raiders. He was out there.
These boys are young.
Conrad Dobler, you ever heard of him?
No.
Dirtiest player.
He was classified as the dirtiest player in the
Oh,
NFL.
really?
Yeah, he was at Buffalo when I was there.
On your defense?
No, he was an offensive lineman and guard.
Oh. So you got to
Yeah.
you got to practice against the old dirty boy.
I had to go against him in practice. Yeah. But he'd been in the league for like, 14 years.
That was his
And
last
on each
stop.
knee, he had probably about 4 or 5 scars on each knee. And he really didn't have any lateral movement whatsoever. But, yeah, it was fun. And then after, I was there for 2 years. I played in the preseason games. And my biggest highlight was tackling Franco Harris. That was my biggest highlight. But most of the time, then they put me on the practice squad. So I was there, and then the second year, it came down to the last cut, and I was figuring, okay, I made it the second year. And then they said, hey, coach wants to talk to you.
Bring your
So they said,
playbook.
hey, we're going to release you, but we want you to stick around for a little bit. And I was kind of ticked off because there's a player that always signs a 1-year contract, and he always waits till training camp is over, and then he signs. And he was drafted in the first round 2 years before I got there. So he signs,
Sure.
and then I'm gone.
You're gone. Yep.
So they wanted me to stick around. I said, no, I'm not. I was ticked off because I worked my butt off, something you always dreamed about.
Sure.
So I came home, and I was at home, and then all of a sudden I get a phone call. Saskatchewan Roughriders, Canadian Football League, said, hey, you still want to play football? And I said, yeah. So I went up there and played, 2 games, and then I signed a contract with them. And this next year, then I get a phone call during the summertime, and they said, hey, this is the Saskatchewan Roughriders. We're dropping the football program because we're in debt. So we're letting the coaches go. We're letting all the players go. So then I said, all right, what else am I going to do? So I hung up, and as soon as I hung up, it was like 2 minutes later, I get a phone call from a semi-pro team in California, Twin City Cougars in Yuba City, Marysville, California. Said, hey, you still interested in playing football? And I said, sure I am. And this was on a Thursday, and I go, well, how soon you want me there? And they said, can you be here Monday morning at 8 o'clock? And I said, sure, no problem. So my mom was working at Chamberlain's at the time. I called her, and I said, hey, I'm packing my van up. I'm heading to California. So I went to California, and I was there at 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning. So that team, they had so many players like Oakland. They still wanted players that they released. They still wanted them to play. Same with the 49ers. They would send them up there to us. And I mean, we had some great players, and we were national champs 2 years in a row. And then they started the USFL. Well, then I got drafted by the Boston Breakers. So then I went down to Florida for training camp, was down there for 4 weeks, starting at middle linebacker, till somebody came around and hit me in the knee. And then I went to rehab for, 4 weeks? And then after 4 weeks, the doctor said, you can go back to working out. So went back to training camp, and coach says, hey, I need to talk to you for a second. I knew what was going to happen because I was like 29 at the time.
Oh wow, you played quite a few years,
Yeah.
really.
So he goes, hey, we're going to go with younger players. Said, we're going to release you. So then I went back to the semi-pro team and still thought I wanted to play. So I was playing middle linebacker, and I was also coaching the linebackers and the defensive line at the same time. Well, we were in the game, and somebody came around, hit me in the knee. When I looked down, my knee was out like this.
So if my calculations are right, you graduated from high school at 24?
No, it was 18.
Okay.
But yeah, we ended up, the USFL, my football career, I had a great time. I loved it. I loved the football. And all the surgeries I had, both knees, I've had the knees replaced. I've had surgery on both of them 3 times. And I've had back surgery. And then, probably 15 years ago, I had 6 inches of my upper intestine taken out, and it was all football related.
I was
And
gonna
people
throw in the
goes-
lobotomy.
And the people go, if you had it all over again, would you do it again? I said, absolutely. I'd do it all over again.
Now we got to ask a question about Brian now, because you came from a big family, This is and Brian's the baby of the family,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And typically when you see big families and you got the baby of the family, they're truly like the baby, like
Yeah.
acts like a
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
and seems to me like that's definitely Brian Baker, right?
Yeah.
Was he like that his whole life, just always whining and complaining, and
Well, you know
did
what?
that happened later in life?
I don't know if my dad always got tired of us complaining, because we had a big yard. And we always tried to talk our dad into buying a riding lawnmower. He goes, no, you guys are going to push the whole thing the whole time. So that's what we had to do all the time. So when it came for him old enough to start mowing, well, what does dad get? He gets a riding lawnmower.
Rider for Brian.
He gets a riding lawnmower.
Don't forget about the motorcycle.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to bring that up too.
Okay.
So
we
even
gotta
like,
get going here.
I grew up in Lavilla, and you got all your friends, and everybody's got mini bikes. Dad, can we get a mini bike? No, you got a bicycle out there. Just follow them. Have them hook onto you. Let them pull you.
It all changed
And
for baby
so,
Brian.
again, with him, he gets the riding lawnmower, then he gets the motorcycle. And away he goes.
It all makes sense.
So he just that little whiny little
Things are coming
little
together.
kid.
Don't forget about the satellite dish.
Yeah, he got a satellite dish too. He got everything.
All right.
We had to work for it.
Yep.
And it's like everybody always asks me too, when I was playing football, they go, man, you must have lifted a lot of weights. I said, you know what? When I was in high school, we didn't have weights. When I was at Indian Hills, we didn't have weights. At Drake, yeah, they had weights. William Penn, no, not really. They go, well, how'd you get so big? And I said,
Steroids.
since I was like in 7th grade, then I was always helping my grandpa bale hay. I was bucking hay all summer long. Once grandpa was done with him, then you'd move on to some other farmer. The only relief you got was when it was raining. But I bucked hay. And, after bucking hay all summer long, going to football practice, I was always in the best shape.
Do you ever have to
I
do
even
that?
did,
No, I was detached. I didn't have to work. Dad gave me an allowance.
I always did that. Even when I was at Drake University, I just go out and buck hay. And then when I went to training camp at Drake,
You're ready to
then,
go.
you had, when you went to first day of practice, because they sent you stuff, brochures on what you should be doing in the off season. So when I went up there, then I was in the best shape playing football. So I'm running with the linebackers and defensive line. We're running around certain, and I was way ahead. So then not Chuck, but it was Jack Wallace was the coach at the time. He goes, Baker, you're running with the receivers. So I had to run with the receivers. But I was in the best shape. And I had to be under a certain time, and I was under a certain time.
Sounds like they should have put that in the brochure that you need to be bucking hay in the off season.
Yeah. That's what hot out there. Like it is now for us. We don't want to be in. We would be in where it's air conditioned. But you're out there, and then you're in a hayloft. It's like 120 degrees in there. You didn't have much body fat,
Yeah.
You know
but it was
what-
fun.
you know
I
what hay
enjoyed it.
bales
I used to do it too.
are? You did?
Yes.
No
I
way.
had to
You did
work.
what?
I had to work.
No way. You were a town kid.
But I worked.
Neither.
And it was just, 2 years ago, he went to it down at Indian Hills. Then that football team at Indian Hills, where we ended up number 2 in the nation, we all got inducted in the Hall of Fame.
That's pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have time today to do the picks?
Why?
The baby's had enough.
We got plenty
He's
of
had
time.
enough.
Yeah,
He's thrown his fit.
it's a little fit. We can get started just for you,
Okay.
Brian. And we're starting with Kevin.
All right, Kevin.
We got game one is going to be the Iowa Hawkeyes at Nebraska. We got both teams same record, 7-4. Nebraska's +4.
I know. I was sitting there watching the Iowa game on Saturday. Who knows when Iowa's going to come to play? And that's kind of pretty much the same way at Nebraska. And they're playing at Nebraska. I hate to say this, but I'm going to go with Nebraska.
I can't do it. I cannot pick Nebraska.
I don't like
just can't
Nebraska,
do
but
it.
that's who I got.
And Nebraska's backup quarterback, who's now the starting quarterback, he's not that good. So I'm going to go with the Hawks. Hawks seem to have their number, and the point spread's a little 4. They usually win by 3 or 2 or 1, but
Didn't you say it's changed to +6
it's up
now?
to 6.5.
So
now.
everyone's betting the
So-
Hawkeyes.
So I'm going with the Hawks.
Yeah. Gosh, if that's changed to +6.5, I'd really like to have that 6.5. Is what I would like to have. Can we get that?
Hey, I think what you should do, being you're at the bottom, you better follow me.
I'm going to. I truly am. I mean, they say Nebraska's got better corn than us anyway. I'm taking Nebraska.
Good.
Yeah, right. That means we're safe with
Yeah.
the Hawks. Yeah, I'm going Hawks all the way.
Hawks all the way.
Hawks all the way.
There we go. Game 2. It's a big one.
Real big
Ooh,
one.
Two
I didn't
Texas
realize
teams.
A&M was 11-0.
Yes, they're playing good.
Didn't
Okay.
Texas A&M, wasn't their last game, wasn't that pretty close? They
Well,
came back.
2 weeks ago, they were behind 31-3 at half and came back and won over South
shnikes.
Carolina.
Okay.
They did have a close game this last week, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to remember who the heck they were playing.
I think it was at LSU.
It was.
And then what? Manning's been playing good the last
This,
couple games.
this last game, March Manning was a Manning.
Yep.
We got 2 ranked teams, number 3 at number 17. Texas is getting 2.5 at home. Tough place to play.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Texas on this one. Mainly because, like, do you guys remember a few podcasts ago what was Maggie saying about she'd been following Art Manning for
Didn't know
years
his number,
and
but, yeah.
Got called
then
out.
she got called out.
And that
But-
caused a big old.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, maybe Texas A&M's due for a little knock in the teeth. Maybe
So you take Texas?
I'm taking Texas.
I love this matchup. I just think it's going to be a great game. My only problem is I think I've taken Texas, it seems like the 3 times that they've lost, and I've lost every one. And I think I'm just going to go with A&M. I think they're tough.
Was this at the beginning of the year when Brian was saying like they were the most underrated team and they were playing really well at the time? At the very beginning.
He changes every week. Like
Okay. All right. Just checking.
You're correct, Wes.
I thought maybe I
Bob,
was.
I think he was talking to me. This is a good game. I don't know who picked all these games this week, but this is probably one of the better picks
A genius.
this week. So I'm going to go due to the fact that I think Arch is playing well. Texas A&M's due to get upset. I'm going with the Longhorns.
Yes.
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.
Let's go.
Yeah, Arch, I don't think he can do it 2 weeks in a row. And Texas A&M, I mean, they play some good teams, and they beat some good teams,
Notre Dame.
right? So I'm going to go with Texas A&M.
Arch was bred for this.
Do we need to switch captains?
You know?
I know.
Arch was bred for this.
It's going to be a tough game.
I agree. Another big one.
Oh, boy.
Look at this rivalry. We got number 1 Ohio State, undefeated, going to Michigan, 9-2. Another very tough place to play.
Does anybody know if the 2 good receivers from Ohio State are going to play?
I do not.
Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith.
Don't know.
Michigan's good running backs out. So
Who's running back?
Michigan's Justice Haynes.
Does anybody know the stats on this? I feel like I saw a reel the other day that was like Ohio State beats everybody except Michigan.
It's true,
Yep.
especially of late.
Right.
So
like
you're up,
last
Kevin.
few
Okay,
years.
so number 1 Ohio State in Michigan. I'm going to go with Ohio State.
I think this is the year that Ohio State goes in there and drubs them because Michigan's got a freshman quarterback and Ohio State has a really good defense. and he's kind of struggled, so I'm going with the Bucks.
Ohio State wins, but I think Michigan covers. I'm taking Michigan.
I mean, that's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
It's a lot of
for
points.
A rivalry like this.
It's a lot of points. I think I'm with these guys. I think it's going to be a rout. I think,
Oh, this might
a
be
big beatdown. We're due. Ohio State's due.
This is
We're
your lock.
You're calling
Not
yourself?
were, no.
Really?
Got to get some more Buckeyes on them helmets,
It's going to start us with the West.
This is a good one.
Here's a team that's been on our list quite a few times, old Vandy. Who would have thought that at the beginning of the season? But they have played well. They're going to Tennessee. Another great matchup. Tennessee is favored by 3.5.
Who are they upsetting early? They didn't, or did they almost upset? Didn't they?
They almost beat Alabama.
That's
Who,
what I was
Tennessee?
thinking.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. Yeah.
Sometimes the Tennessee don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, Kevin. This is a kind of a crazy question. Do you remember Chuck Locke from Bloomfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck. I'm a Bloomfield guy, so I feel like he's going to be upset with me on this, but I'm going to go with Vandy because he's a Tennessee guy.
Oh, is he?
He went to school there, track and field,
Oh, okay.
and threw and lettered and did all
Yeah,
that. For
I remember
4
Chuck
years or
Locke.
whatever. Yeah.
Because Chuck Locke graduated, I believe, same year Jeff did.
Yes,
right?
he did. He
Yeah.
was a great athlete.
And then those guys met up,
77?
not too long
Yep.
ago.
77.
He reached out to us about one of our podcasts, didn't he?
Is that who did that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Chuck Locke.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't they just meet up in Des Moines?
Yeah, they get together once in a while because
Yeah.
Albie was real good in basketball them years, and so was Davis
Yeah.
County. It was a
Yeah.
big rivalry, and so they've become buddies and
Yeah.
get together.
Good deal.
Who we
Yeah,
got?
so I'm going with Vandy.
Oh, you're the one starting this thing?
Yeah,
Vandy?
I got it.
I'm taking Vandy also.
Let's go. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Wow, I was going to take Vanderbilt, and Bob said he was taking them. So I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to go with the Commodores.
Playing at Tennessee, I'm going Tennessee.
That's going to take us to the NFL. And we've got big NFC North matchup right here. And there's lots
Huge game.
Lots on the line here also. We got I don't know, I think we got the second and third place teams right now in the NFL.
Right.
NFC
Behind
North?
the Vikings. Are the Vikings leading the North? Am I correct on that?
I don't think so. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. We got Green Bay going to Detroit. Similar records. Lions are -3. I think we're on you, Kev.
Am I on me? Okay. I watched Green Bay. Green Bay, they looked against the Vikings, not too hot. So I got to stick with my buddy, plays for Detroit, Jack Campbell. I'm going with the Lions.
Lions.
Was that a Packer?
What is a Packer?
Yeah,
That's
that's
a good
what I was
question.
wondering.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
What's a Packer do?
Well, we've been off for so many weeks, got a little rusty.
Yeah. Gosh, this is I think it's tough, really.
I'd go for the Packers if I was you.
Well, I mean, I think they're pretty darn good. Their defense is good. You don't always know what you're going to get with Love. The Lions, again, we don't know what you're getting week to week with them either. They're at home. I'm taking the Pack. Going with the Packers.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm solely going opposite of Bob here with you guys on this deal. Detroit at
I don't
home.
think he's-
Let's go.
Motor City.
This is
Yeah.
my week. This is my week.
Oh,
I'm coming
boy.
back.
This
boys.
is your lock?
Here we go.
It might be
How many points you got to make up?
a lot.
How many more weeks do we have?
That's a good question. That's going to take us to Kansas City at the Cowboys. This is really a pretty good matchup too, if you think about it. The way things are playing out.
It's at Dallas. And it's
Cowboys are coming off
Thanksgiving.
a big win,
This is
right?
Yeah.
Cowboys, they did. They played really good
They
defense,
were behind-
offense.
First quarter, they were behind 21 zip.
Heck of a
Came
comeback.
back and won.
Yep.
Wow.
There's a lot right on this game. I mean, these two teams are trying to make the playoffs, so it's a big.
That's
big,
Rory
big
tells
game.
me the Chiefs need to win out.
Yeah. Cowboys.
Yeah,
do too.
there's a lot of teams like Lions need to start winning out
They
too.
need to win out. Maybe they can lose one. I don't know. But,
So Cowboys are getting 4.5 at home.
yeah, I'm Kansas City. Still a Swiftie.
I'm riding the wave. I'm telling you, the Cowboys have been hot. I'm taking the Cowboys.
God,
I
next
was
up.
going to go with the Cowboys, but I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm a Chiefs fan, but I guess I got to go with Bob. I'm
you
going
go.
Cowboy.
You're a smart man.
And
The Cowboy.
Next thing you know, Bob's gonna have a Cowboys tattoo, like dog.
Are we really doing this?
Oh,
He's gonna have a Cowboys tattoo. I'm telling
tattoo?
you.
Bob, you gonna get a new tattoo?
On the side of his head.
I don't believe it. Maybe that should have been what the loser should have done, was a tattoo
You
on the
put
head.
one on your face. We'll call you Bobby Roll.
Bobby roll.
All right, next game. Oh no,
Is that real life?
that is. We got the
my
Bears
gosh.
at the Eagles. Another. Look at this. Same record, 8-3.
That point spread.
The Bears just aren't getting any love. A little bit of love, though. I mean, the Eagles
They're
are at
starting to
home.
come on.
Yeah,
Playing some tough ball.
they
They're
are.
8-3.
I will tell you, fellas, we got
Wow.
the Bears were. I mean, we were missing the entire defense basically last week.
We?
top three. Top three linebackers were out. Plus our D-backs have been out,
Are they back?
and they pulled it off. D-backs are. To talk about them being back, I'd like to have one more day before we did this podcast so I could really know.
Philadelphia lost their last
This
game,
game's
right?
Friday.
Philadelphia lost. Yes.
Yeah.
No, they won.
Huh?
No, they lost. You're right.
They got beat by Dallas.
Yeah, they got beat by
won
Dallas.
it, came back and beat them. Yep. So they're gonna be mad. At
Oh,
home.
yeah.
But
Is it me?
I don't know who is it.
It's Wes.
It's Kevin.
Okay, it's
Oh,
me.
Kevin.
Director says Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Director.
You know, Philadelphia losing, and then Bears are at the Eagles, and yeah, I mean, Bears are playing great ball, but being they're playing at the Eagles, I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to win, but the point spread's what scares me a little bit. But boy, these Bears fans are getting so cocky. They need put in their place. I'm going with the Eagles.
And this is a Friday game, only Friday game on the slate, by the way.
Black
No.
Friday.
Somebody else is playing on Friday, right?
Well, NFL.
Oh, that was
combined.
Iowa.
NFL. Yep. So it's like the Super Bowl right here. Two NFC teams. Bears all the way. They're gonna keep going. I'm taking the Bears.
I might have some regrets about this, but
What? You taking the Bears?
but I'm gonna take the Bears.
Wow.
That's what I had. That's what I had jotted down.
Wes, I don't
in all
know
of
you.
my infinite wisdom.
I no longer know you.
Here's the thing about the Bears is they're still nobody's giving them any love. Like everyone's like all they say is, "Oh, they haven't played anybody. They haven't played anybody," but they just keep winning. So I mean, at what point do you have to start calling them winners?
Never.
Is this our final game?
It is.
I don't know why we got the Buffalo Bills at
We got
Pittsburgh
props.
being our final game.
We got props.
Oh my! Oh my!
They would. What is it?
Was that issue?
Steelers? They're not going to have their quarterback, right? Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I don't.
Is he still out?
They're talking about him coming back. You know, he's
Broken
got,
left
he's got
wrist.
the broken wrist, but they're saying like he's going to play. But I don't know about this week or not.
Broken wrist. Is that what he ended up with?
Yeah,
Left broken.
left wrist.
Oh, okay.
He was still flipping off the Chicago fans with his other wrist.
He's a jerk.
Telling everybody,
Yeah.
"I own you."
Yeah.
and he does.
I
he
own
did.
you.
Yeah.
He says that to a lot of teams. I own you.
Oh, we got Steelers plus 3.5. Wesley.
I feel a little bit bad about this, knowing the company that we're in, but I've got the Steelers marked down on my docket. What do you think,
You're
Bob?
getting 3.5. Buffalo has not been playing very well of late.
No, they have not. You don't know what you're going to get from week to week.
Gosh, I can't imagine their quarterback having 3 off weeks in a row.
Hurry up. This blood's rushing to my head.
I'm taking Buffalo.
That looks like a big old baby. With a hat on, don't it?
I'm going with Buffalo because I can't stand the Steelers, and the Buffaloes are in a must-win. You're up, Kevin.
All you need is a pacifier.
You're up, Kevin.
Give him his
I'm up,
pacifier.
Playing at Steelers, that's going to be a tough game. Steelers are probably going to win, but I can't pass up my team. I got to go with the Bills.
Who'd you take, Brian?
Bills.
Did everybody take the Bills?
No, I
You
got
took
the Steelers.
Yo, you took the Bills?
Yeah, I took the Bills. You want to switch?
Oh, I suppose not. I got this hat on.
That's good. That takes us to our lock picks. Does anyone want to throw one out there first?
I didn't think about
Well,
that.
let's
Did
guess.
you think about that, Kevin?
No, I'm good with what I picked.
No, you got to pick your lock.
You
You
gotta
gotta pick
pick
a lock,
one.
though.
The one that you think's going to win for sure.
For sure, because that's
And
worth
it's
more
got to be
points.
one of the teams you pick, not the other team.
Okay, I'm going to go with Ohio State.
Ohio State's your lock pick?
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm still thinking about this one. This is a tough one.
I am too. Man.
I'm going Chiefs.
Ooh. Chicago Bears.
I'm going with the Eagles.
You've done this before. You've done this before.
I'm going with the Eagles. My lock is the Eagles.
This is my week. I got a good feeling about this week. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Especially because you went against me on the lock pick. This is
Yes.
huge. You should take the Eagles too. You should switch.
No. Chiefs.
Okay.
Got it.
So with that, you got a charity?
It's going to be Welcome Home Soldiers.
Perfect. Yep. So that's a charity
That's
this
a
week.
big thing for my dad.
Yep.
He loved it, and so I stick with him.
It's always
That's
a good
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
Can never go wrong with that. So
Did Ron show you that Detroit Lions helmet?
we didn't talk about that you snuck up there.
Got a Detroit
There's
Lion
a-
helmet on the shelf now.
Is there an autograph or anything on that
Not
bad boy?
yet.
Not yet.
I can sign it today, though.
We don't want you to sign it.
Oh.
But there's a place out in Gridley, California. It's not very far from where my kids live. So I went up there one day. Oh, it was probably 8, 9 years ago when the Welcome Home Soldiers always had the banquet. Then I went and talked to the guy who owned it. And what happens is a lot of the helmets from college, NFL, high school, they send the helmets there. What is it now? It's over 2 years, I think it is. They got to send their helmets and they get them checked out to make sure there's no cracks in them
Reconditioned.
or anything else. They recondition them. So it was, like I said, about 8 years ago, I went there and talked to the guy, and he was a veteran, and I told him all about the Welcome Home Soldiers and everything, and he turned around and just donated, I think it was like 5 helmets back then at no cost to us. He goes,
Nice.
no, he goes, this is going to a good cause, and he goes, no, you just take them. So when I was out there for my grandson, watched him play football, I went up there and talked to him and told him, I said, hey, we're doing another banquet, and I want to see if I can get a couple of Detroit Lion helmets, because we got a friend that plays for the Detroit. He goes, yeah. He goes, we can do that. So they called me and told me it was done, and when I was there, he goes, how did you know about this? And I told him, and he goes, you're from Iowa. And she goes, the lady in the back, she goes, I know you. You're from Iowa, and you're the one that's got that picture. And what I did was, when they donated those helmets, those 5, I went and had a picture, and then I had it all blown up, and it was up. They put it up on the wall
Oh, that's
of the
cool.
Welcome Home Soldiers.
Wow.
So when I picked those up, she goes, here's the receipt, and she goes, no charge.
Wow.
Usually they're around $150 to $200. But he goes, it's kind of hard. He goes, NFL's balking at us, don't want us to do this.
Well, I'm hoping they don't see this podcast now.
Well, they will. I mean,
But I mean, they just donated it, and it's going to a good cause.
sure, 100%.
Absolutely.
Now, I need you to name drop one time. What's your grandson's name? And and how old is he now?
Reese Mays,
What grade?
he's a sophomore in high school.
Sophomore.
And they just got done with football, and halfway through the season, he got moved up to varsity as a wide receiver.
And he's a multi-sport athlete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good in basketball. They got a game tonight, which I'll be able to watch it because I got the California high school NIFS, something like that. So I belong to it, so I can watch him.
Remember the name, because I've seen some videos of him, and he looks.
Well, he's already gotten, like you and I, South Dakota, North Dakota, Grandview, Harding out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
He's got information from them, and then this summer his mom and dad got a phone call from a guy in Sacramento, and his brother is a coach of USC, University of Southern Cal, and he was at a 7-on-7 they do during the summertime, and he saw him playing, and he wanted some information.
Cool.
And really, they can't talk to him till May of 26.
And he's coming back to the Iowa football camp.
And he's going to
this
be
summer.
coming back to the Iowa football camp, and he wants to. And actually, he's bringing his quarterback. He's a really good quarterback. They played Folsom this year, and in 8 years, none of the teams in Folsom ever got beat. That goes from freshman, JV, and varsity.
Wow.
And Folsom was ranked 10th in the nation in high school this year, but they ended up getting beat. But the JV team ended up beating them, and that was the first loss they've had in
Wow.
eight years. So his big thing when he was growing up was basketball. But this year, he told his mom and dad, he goes, I don't want to go to any more basketball camps. He goes, I want to go to football. He goes, football's my game.
Cool.
you
So,
go.
being as all his relatives live back here in Iowa, I want him to go to school back here in Iowa.
That'd be awesome.
Either go to Iowa or Iowa State.
Or William Penn.
And,
Indian Hills.
yeah, I wish they'd bring it back.
No kidding. You know, they brought that
Pretty
wrestling
nuts.
program back, and they've been unreal.
Then their men's soccer team just won the national title last weekend.
Yeah. I asked
Big soccer guy here.
Yeah,
the board member down there about, has Indian Hills ever thought about bringing back football? And he goes, yeah, they've thought about it, but it was going to cost millions of dollars.
Sure.
All the equipment and everything else.
They're still paying off the $33,000 they were in debt from '74.
Well, you want to take us away?
Go ahead, Bob.
I can't remember. It's been
Neither
so
can
long.
I. That's why I'm having you do it. No, remember, life is short, death is certain, and everything in between is worth talking about.
See you next week.